with my day ones, here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones, here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Panthers and the Jags coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
In motion left goes a tight end. The tight end in motion right.
Hey, check that, street. Check contact. Third.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's Young off play action. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And not able to break away this time as tackles are going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 2nd and 13. Young. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll get what they need to keep the drive going with that 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
A first down throw for Young, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty...
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could...
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So Doug Peterson successful there on the challenge, throwing out the flag. A good call. On play action, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Young on 3rd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is brought in at the 21. There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a run, 79 yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And that flag accepted. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10.
Check pass.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
60
In motion left here, Marshall.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
First down, Young. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw again on second down. Young. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up the third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
It'll be Young again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats. 19 White.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. drive on this play to move the sticks.
Drop 50, drop 50.
Now here's Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Young looks to throw on first down. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second down at 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. Well, Young to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They go play action now. Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers will take over here just shy of the 30. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the 31, Young. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Devon Hamilton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Young. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and that leads to a Carolina first down.
Ready?
Young now. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here is Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first attempt, this from 45. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start with a battle on the I-95 corridor. The Jets heading south to take on Philadelphia. And they've reached halftime with the score 17-10. Breece Hall, a force in that first half with 2 touchdown runs. From there, we head on over to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. J.K. Dobbins with a touchdown run. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, 52 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Young off the play fake. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Young. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What's not cool about the game there on 2nd down? That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll throw again. Young. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with some. Down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Young. For Marshall, that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
18, pioneer. 10-11, 10-11.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Chark. 52 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And Young's going to throw for this. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And down he'll go at the 25. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Lawrence. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
It's Young on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Young will set to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Trap 50. 79 Broncos.
Young on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Marshall. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe. It's still winding up short of the first down. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. It's desperation time. Young on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first and 10, it's ETN. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. Third and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback? This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And last time they were stopped on fourth down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, bro, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
19 tight.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young dancing to his left. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Lawrence, throw left side complete. That's Hunt. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion. And touchdown, Jaguars! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Young working out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. It'll be Young again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here we go. Pat the street.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Young. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, 38 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now Young. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So the flag backed him up 5 yards to the 7. They still get the 2-point conversion, though.
Now, was that confidence in the play call they had and in their offense, or just absolute disdain for the defense?
It worked. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Now Etienne to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Block it. Check. Kill. Ready to go.
And they'll go again with Etienne. There he goes left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
He's going to let it fly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, just depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
On play action, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Off the play fake, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here's Young. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
Alert, opposite.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Stand there. Block it. Check. Peel.